the officers understand the importance of being fiscally responsible while still accomplishing our main mission, that is to support model training clubs. We attempt to provide each of you with a level of benefits that you've come to expect from LCCA, which is our motto, best toy training club on the planet. And we're doing that while still maintaining our budget. So that's my very brief report. Back to you.
Thank you, Don. I'm also going to recognize a couple of our members that are the editors of our two publications. Mr. Mike McClintock, who's the editor of the Lionel. And the fellow that you all probably talked to, emailed, and maybe never met, our editor of the E-Track. And as you all know, we went through a tough situation last year when the E-Track crashed. Barry was very helpful, along with Larry Black, in having the company rebuild the E-Track and get it back up. Barry, would you stand up, please? And also, we have another member. Barry's going to get an assistant editor to start giving him some help with it. Mr. Don Diner, would you please stand up, please? So in the very near future, I'll get into this when I talk about the website, but these three guys, especially Barry and Mike, you would have got the information already in the e-blast and the last line wars about, they came up with the idea to add both of our publications into one mailing 4 times a year and 1 time for the line wars. This idea is going to save the club a lot of money in our shipping costs. We were doing them individually and individually wrapped or whatever. We're going to cut that cost maybe in half for the year. So another round of applause, please, for Mike and Barry. All right, I'll get into some of the other club business here. As you heard from our secretary, our membership is still remaining very strong. I want to thank you all for renewing your memberships on time, or whenever you do, just keep signing up because we'd love to have you. Our treasurer reported our finances are very strong. We're doing very well. And that I can thank to you all. Membership, number 1. Number 2, you're buying our product, which you like, I hope. It looks that way in our sales reports. So you're doing a great job with it. Dave Miller and I put a lot of work into trying to make, good product for the membership and for the club. Okay, as you know, when I started last year in Nashville as the president, we talked about the website. And as you know, we did redo the E-Track, and we are still in the process of having made and built a new website. Our current website is still very old and very weak, and the process is taking, I'm going to say, a little longer than what we expected, and the expenses keep rising for it. But we're pushing forward with it. We hope to have a testing by Larry Black and Dennis DeVito and somebody else that might be involved with it, of the new website sometime after the convention next month. Once we start testing and see, how they've done building this new website with the way that we want it, then hopefully shortly next year, early next year, we're going to go live with the new website. It may not be complete on there, but it will be new, it'll be up to date with the latest software that's needed for an internet website. And we sorely need this to get done. And they are plugging along. They've had their problems with the company. They've lost a lot of people, and trying to track down new people to replace people to leave is difficult, I guess, in that field. But just to let you know, it's going to get done sooner or later, and I'm hoping sooner. I was hoping to have good news and announce it today, but that's not going to happen. All right, as you know, we had our annual election this year. As I said, Andy Dubel is the president-elect. We have a new director, Mr. Kevin Davis, and another new director, Mr. President, and my treasurer was re-elected, thank goodness. As you know, I've completed my 2-year term. I want to thank you all again for giving me the confidence and electing me 2 years ago as your new president-elect, and now as president. I'll be stepping down Sunday, and Mr. Mark Kempfer will be our new president. He's been the incoming president-elect, so he'll be taking over after I am, and I hope to give him the same support that you've given me over the last 2 years. I wish him the same luck I had. Quite frankly, it went by very quickly. We only had a few major problems that we handled and solved, and with this great team that's up here, these people, you know, we're keeping our club on the right track. As you know, after our conclusion of our meeting, Lionel will come in again for a 2-hour seminar. You see some of the product here they're going to talk to you about and explain it to them. But then again, please thank them again at the end of their meeting, you know, for what they've done for us here at Concord. And there's still a little bit more from them, you know, coming from them to the remainder of the week. I really tell you, it's been a tough year since Nashville, trying to put this convention together, and they've been with us every step of the way and beyond. And if you got to the dinner on Monday night, you know what I'm talking about. If you expected that guest to appear, I didn't. I didn't even know who was coming. You know, I was just told a special guest. When I got there, somebody whispered in my ear who it was. I said, "You gotta be kidding me, really?" I said, "In 30 minutes, he's here." And there he was. And that man stood tall, stayed to the very end, and signed every autograph and picture for everybody. And now, I guess that's his way of doing things, his career, because he said, "You pay my bills." And the least he could do is give you a signature. But if you've asked for a better guest, you really, you know, for a NASCAR situation, okay, with that said, I'm going to open this meeting up to any questions from the membership. So if you have a question, please step up here. We'll give you a microphone and give us your name and number, and if you have a question for us, we'll be glad to answer it. Anybody have a question? Oh, yeah, one other thing I forgot. Thank you, Paul. As you also know, we've had the digital archives on our website. We had that a few years ago. Well, we're adding to that again. We just bought another digital archive from, he wants to stay anonymous, but it's every Lionel catalog up to the year 2010 will now be on our website, including Lionel sheets, special announcement sheets that they send out, anything like that there. At some time after the convention, we're going to be adding that to the digital archives. And if you hope you're familiar with the digital archives, because there is a history on there of Lionel trains that goes back to the beginning. And now, as every chance that we get, we will add to that digital archive for the membership. we're the only ones that have it. It's our property now, we made it, we made it to deal with these people, and we're doing it to enhance the club, enhancement of the club membership, and, for the club period. To have something that you can't find anywhere else in the training world but us now. So that should be coming, within a few weeks, after the convention. Yeah, that includes instruction sheets, here.
We had purchased from Robert Osterhoff, you might know, who wrote the book on Lionel and that, but we've purchased his archive of instruction sheets, the manuals that came with the trains, had 18 different topics, which we'll slowly be releasing as we get them on the website. So it's going to be a real digital archive that will be a real resource and something of value to our members.
Just to let you know, Bill was the man behind purchasing this digital archive, so give him a little hand. And also, okay. Does anybody else have a question? Come on up, please. Or, good, certainly.
It's a good one.
I have a microphone. Don Bagel, I'm number 18320. Okay. I just finished the tour this morning of the factories. Okay. The first one had its three initials. What is that number, Jay? RFK. RFK. Okay. Now, I spoke to the young lady. I read a line in your brochure. It says that particular tour, with 30% off in the store. The second stop we made at the other motorhome, it's at 20% off. Now, the young lady that first met us off the bus, I mentioned that to her, she says, yes. I was very happy to write the article for Lionel, and I hope you avail yourself of it. Well, lo and behold, no one in the store knew about it. They both were contacted though, and nobody on the bus was able to tell us that we were entitled to something. So what I'm saying is that if some arrangements are made in the future with any of the venues that we go to, okay, it's imperative that that information gets to the people that are on that particular bus for that particular tour, so that we can avail ourselves of that bonus.
Thank you, Don. Anybody else? Yes, sir. Okay.
Antidote number 40209. I had several questions after last year because the secretary takes in all the questions that come in through the website or via phone. And it had to do with the special get acquainted party activity and actually the banquet. Tomorrow, if you want to try to sign up for a table for your group, you do it at the registration desk. And new members last year said they didn't know that. They got to the banquet and they just found out that they didn't have a reservation. It's not really a reservation, but you can sign up for your own table. So if you are going to the banquet, please make sure you stop if you're interested in being at the same table. And now I can remind my wife I've taken care of what she told me to say.
Thank you, Andy. We all listen to our wives. Okay. Anybody else out there, please? Come on up.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ron, and those digital archives, gentlemen, that you were speaking about a few minutes ago, are any of those available on the website now, or will we have to wait till the new website comes up?
The latest, the Osterhoff has just been purchased. It's going to be added soon. The other digital archive has been on there for, it's there, but it's not open yet. You know, it's nice that we like to add all these different things to the website, but like I'm talking about, unfortunately, the current website is so weak. We could put it there, but we're afraid that if we, start having people do it, if it crashes again, I don't know what we're going to do until we get a whole new website. But we're making it available, and as soon as it is available online, you'll be notified, first of all, by one of the e-blasts, and then in the line wars or in the interchange track. We try to get the information into the membership every other week on an e-blast. And hopefully you're all reading your e-blasts. And because we only have 5 publications of the magazine, you get a president's report, which I normally would tell you of anything new, that's in the works or things like that. So, and like I said, we're doing our best to get it on there, and we should have it available as soon as possible.
And that is pre-war and post-war?
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Some of the things on that are pre-war advanced catalogs, post-war advanced catalogs, dealer displays, all kinds of great stuff. So, and it probably won't all come out at once, so it'll be put on a step at a time as we get the website going. But if you were to purchase these things separately, it would be over $500. So this will be a good numbers. And the people we bought it from will no longer be selling it because we purchased exclusive use of it.
Yes, sir.
Hi, I'm Mark Thurlow, number 35686. I'm a member from a few years ago. You can probably tell by the number, but this is the first one of these conventions I've been able to get to, and I've really been impressed with how well it's been run. I got a question after this, and I'm also not really e-smart on all the sign-up thing to get here, and someone told me to call it Kathy, I forget her last name, Rios, and she helped me through the entire process, and it made my dream come true to get here. And everyone behind the scenes that makes this thing happen. I do have one question. Since I'm a fairly new member, what is the membership number now? What was it last year? Is it growing, or what is the situation with the actual membership? That's all I have.
Yeah, we're just slightly under 9,000, and the membership has been relatively steady for the last year. Yes.
Thank you.
Dennis Lacomi, Detroit, Michigan, 42014. What cities are being considered for the future conventions?
Oh, excuse me, as you know, we had to cancel 2020 and 2021. 2020 was going to be in Omaha, Nebraska. It was the closest site we could get to our family location in Iowa to celebrate again. And then 2021, we had the Pass Street in Pennsylvania. We're going back to Omaha next year. I will tell you, we will be about 2 weeks early. Instead of the last week of July, I think we're going to be starting on the 8th. Yes, so, this information, as soon as we get out of this convention, and you're also happy, we'll start working on, we've already started working on Omaha. Most of it was done up until the time the pandemic, we had to cancel. So a lot of things have to get done again. So they'll be traveling out, to try to start setting up our venues and things all over again in the hotel. Then it will be on the screen, Pennsylvania, after Omaha. And then after that, question mark right now. We're exploring a couple places out west again. And as soon as the information is available, we'll make it available to you. Our problem being right now, with any convention, I think, are hotels, the cost. We try to keep it at a reasonable cost. I kind of squinched at the cost of this hotel, but then you have to realize nothing is going down, especially in the past few years. So that's our main consideration when there's DeVito, who is our hotel manager, coordinator, Denzel Dennis, who sets up all the venues and tours, what the cost is going to be. When we started here, cost for the train ride on Friday was almost double what we're paying. And thanks to Denzel, he got it down to a reasonable cost so that we could take the train ride. Same thing with the dinner at the Speedway. Denzel went over there, had to fight to get it at a reasonable cost, which quite frankly, I would have paid the original cost if I'd have known Richard Petty was coming. and I would have got that car that they gave us. How about that? Did you like that car? That's another reason to thank Lionel or whatever. The people, they're not two division trains and cars, NASCAR. Those people, we don't have much contact with the NASCAR part of Lionel. But boy, anyone that I met there that night or Monday night, I shook their hand and thanked them so much. That is one beautiful piece of equipment, I'll tell you, as far as that goes. And there may be more to come, we don't know yet, for during the week, so we'll see. Anybody else with a question?
Yeah, so my name is Brian Walbridge. Kind of just something on my mind. So my dad's been collecting trains since the 50s. Me and my brother have been coming to Lionel conventions since the early 90s. We both collect trains, love it. I have two nephews now that are 6 and 8. Absolutely love trains. But I have a problem. Obviously, we've talked about this before in seminars and things like this. I know you guys brought up that the youth is very important to this club and to its future. I'm in a car club right now that is, the youngest person is 67 years old. And I understand you guys are trying really hard to do that, and it's awesome, and it's not your guys' fault. But the last couple of conventions I've come to, I have had situations where people have been extremely rude, especially the kids. They're kids. I mean, this is a toy train hobby. Toys, they're meant for, I understand everyone collects them. They are a child's toy. Originally, before I remember seeing pictures of old catalogs with a dad and a boy towing trains together. And I know it's not your guys' fault at all. It's just something, 99% of the people here are amazing people. I've met some amazing people, coming to these conventions. But it takes one bad apple to ruin an experience for someone. And I just, I'm not trying to set them, put them in a bad mood here, but just kind of think about what you guys, as members, what you say. I understand, they're not cheap, they're expensive things, but kids make mistakes, they're children. And personally, last night, we went on the tour for the Lionel facility, and that was amazing. It was really cool. But of course, at the time, they said to us, we're in a hurry, we need to get through here, where you can ask questions at the get-together, the seminar, we'll be here. And I was like, great, that's awesome. So we went to the seminar, or not the seminar, but the get-together last night, and me and my father went with someone. I simply asked him a quick question, so did my father, maybe there for 5 minutes. And we had people behind us being like, all right, we need to hurry up, And I don't know, I just want to bring it up, just think about, I understand people can get said, and you don't mean it all the time, but I just hope that, everybody can kind of stop and think, I mean, raise your hand, who here is under 38 years old? I mean, I am. I don't know, I just want to bring it up. It's been bothering me. It's happened the last couple of minutes I'm into. It's not a big deal to me. I mean, I'm an adult. I can handle it. It's not a big deal. But someone new coming into this, they're really excited. They want to be welcomed. And I understand 90% of you guys welcome people, and that's amazing. But like I said, it's one of that happen. I just want people to think. That's all I'm trying to say. Yes.
All right. Thank you for your comment. Very good. Just going to show we all need to be nice to one another, please. Patrick Casillo, our Kids Club Director and Director of the club, say a few words.
Sir, what was your name again? I just got up.
Ryan Wolverine.
Ryan, just. Doesn't. Testing. Oh, there it goes. All right. So, well, Brian, just in response to that, as far as the club goes, we're trying. We support youth. We support the kids. The switchback layout this year we did a scavenger hunt, which I hope everyone's doing that. But the kids one, we were pushing store credit this year for the kids, and I actually got a couple kids to sign up because that was kind of the incentive. And at conventions where I was trying to get more kids involved. And we had a member Sunday night who wishes to remain anonymous, but he donated a whole starter set, and we're going to raffle it off to one of the kids at the banquet on Saturday. Threw me under the water. So as a club itself, there's people here, and we're always looking for that, keeping kids involved. Even the Lion Club, and I myself, I try to get every kid I find around here I talk to, because a lot of the kids that show up, and I'm sure a lot of members know this, they're not members. They're just here with their grandparents or parents. They're just kind of tagging along. And this week I had 2 or 3 kids sign up just because they did the scavenger hunt, and they trains were fun. They enjoyed the modules and stuff. So, and even the modules with Kevin, if you notice, they're really low to the ground for kids to push the buttons and things. So, we support all that.
I'm not blaming you guys at all.
I know, but it's just so everyone knows we're on the same page. And individual members, I can't speak for them, but just so you know, where this is the club itself, we take a strong position on pushing kids and getting into the trains one way or the other. So, thank you.
Give Patrick a hand, please. When I became president, we had another fellow, Gary DeSimone, member. He was our kids club guy, and he had to resign. So it was my idea to pick Patrick. He was a newly elected director. He's a school teacher. I said, here's a guy that I'd like to have for the kids club, and he's doing a great job. He's come up with some great ideas, trying to, get young kids to join in the junior membership, have parents sign their kids. We're trying to get young people into the hobby, and it's a fight. It's really Thanks, Patrick. Anybody else with a question? Barry?
Good afternoon. I'm Barry, number 560. I do the E-track and the interchange track. I wanted to stand up and have you see my face. So if you have any questions about operating the new E-track system or anything along that line, please stop and see me. I do want to share one thought with you, with a question I get all the time, is why do I have to go in and log twice to get into the system? That's a temporary function. When we get the new website operational, you'll log in one time, click a button, and go automatically into E-track. This is a temporary stopgap method to get the system operating so we have something to go through and have an interchange track. But again, if anybody has any questions, I'll be here today and I'll be here tomorrow. Please catch me. I'll help you on an individual basis to get on, to log on, to know about it, or to try and answer your questions. And thank you.
Thanks, Barry.
to say, through the club, this is our second year in attendance. It's our only second year in the club. We got 3 generations here, great family, and I think, you know, we have some great activities. We came last year, brought a son and 3 grandsons, and this year we brought 5 grandkids and our wives, and I think I appreciate all the work that goes into this. I especially appreciate Kathy and all the work she does. And I just like to say thank you. I'm never disappointed. There's always hiccups, but it's been great, and we can't wait for Omaha.
Thank you. Question over here.
Good afternoon, my name is Edward London, membership number 11167. I live in Elizabeth City, North Carolina, which is in the northeastern part of the state, and just a few miles across is Virginia, which is north of Virginia Beach, that area. And the 2 clubs I'm a member of is the Tidewater Ogies Association, which I'm a regular member for that club, and which is strictly O-Gauge, and I'm a board member on the Albemarle Railroad Club in Elizabeth City, which is HO, O-Gauge, and S-Gauge. My question to the club here is our club strictly O-Gauge, or is it all gauges Lionel?
Well, I'm going to say we're all gauge Lionel. Yeah, I have to realize we're the Lionel Collectors Club, so if it's made by Lionel, we hope we're all collecting it.
That would help a lot, so that when I'm talking to club members, I can say that it's all Lionel.
All gauges. That's right. That's going to have to include S-Gauge now, because Lionel is now making American Flyer. I guess on a limited basis, but it's in their catalog, so they are involved with it. So we're all gauge here, Lionel, whatever it's going to be, as far as that goes. Anybody else out there with a question? All right, the gentleman standing there with the other microphone, Mr. Kevin Davis, he's our modular guru expert. He also monitors our website and a lot of our social media, along with Bob Verhoff and a few others. But if you like the trains that these guys have got together down the hallway down there, please give me a hand for all the work that he's doing.
Thank you everyone who's dropping models. We have trains from Texas all the way out to the Atlantic Coast and up to Connecticut around. So thank you very much for everyone who brought them. I hope everyone enjoys the show we have. Trains on display. We have 3 rooms of trains now, starting with room J and in that area. So thank you. There is a solid rumor that we have exceeded last year's module count. I have not counted personally yet. I think it's too early. There's a little bit more work to go on. The final number will be announced at the banquet.
They haven't had much sleep. They've been, since they got here Saturday, Sunday, they've been working around the clock. So give these guys a big hand and we'll get them on. We're gonna make a contest out of that. Before the banquet, a lot of people do something, but guess the number of modules. So think about it. We'll make it interesting, and Kevin will pick a winner, and we'll give you a prize. You know, at the banquet. I picked 3,000 modules. You win. So,
Just so we're clear, Price is Right rules, if you go over, you're out. And I've already guessed at one.
okay.
I believe you have to go back into the Lion Roars and read the article. I'm not going to give that away.
It was well over 100, we can tell you that. Clapper time. I hope you guys enjoyed this game. Yeah. We're waiting for a clapper number here.
Which price are we giving away? We have a coupon for the store. Yeah, we're out of adult.
It's a store credit sponsored by the Kids Club. How much is it? 15 bucks. 2, 3, 1, 4. We got a winner. Mr. Hal Coles. And before we get to Lionel, let's do the last one, Dennis.
Prize is
An LCCA 2022 National Convention Mint Card. It's a beauty. And the winning number will be 2470. 2470. Oh, wait, we got a winner. Coming up in the back there. All right, congratulations. Okay, with that, before Lionel gets here, we get a minute, come up here. The AC&W tank car finally arrived this morning. They're available in the store. It's a beauty. The 2023 Christmas car is up here also, and they will go on sale on the website probably sometime next month, whatever. Dave Miller and I are the guys that make these Christmas cards every year, and a lot of the other product. So we spend a lot of time on the computer, getting bad eyes, trying to pick graphics for the Christmas cards. The other cards, not so much, but we know what we're looking for, and when we see something, I like to design something that grabs your eye. And I hope you guys like it, and I think you do because you've been buying the heck out of them. So if you haven't got your AC&W car in the store yet, please get down there and get it. Look for the Christmas car soon. In the future, we're giving a lot of consideration to a club passenger set. It's something that's never been made by this road name, which I will not divulge at the present time. But just think of Black Widow. You might like it. We have some things for Omaha. We contacted Omaha Steaks. They said yes, we could use the logo. So for Omaha, I hope you like beef. Some other cars for Omaha. We've almost got everything for that done. It takes a long time. You know, Lionel told you how long it takes for their productions to go in Well, we've learned from them, we've got to get it in early to get here on time. And, you know, to do these things. And by buying our product, you're really helping your club. We're trying to keep the dues at a certain level. I had to raise them when I first started because of the inflation problems and whatever. We're holding steady right now, and we're doing good. So like I said, come up and take a look at these two cars. We'll take a short break too, before Lionel will be in here at 3, I guess. And, I'm sorry, Mr. Denzel Dennis has something to say.
First of all, I want to apologize for the quality of the tours we had this year. I know you are disappointed. But what we lack in quality, we made up for quantity. We sold all 600 of the Lionel headquarters tours out. People ask me in Nashville, can you beat Nashville with the Granville Opera and everything? I think we've come close. Now the pressure's on for Omaha, and it will be 2 weeks earlier, so mark your calendar. I do have one request. We have oversold another tour. If you're going on Thursday afternoon, I believe, to the Duke Mansion and NASCAR Hall of Fame, I need at least 20 people to volunteer to go 20 minutes or 30 minutes earlier. You will get 30 minutes longer at the NASCAR Hall of Fame. You will get to ride on a smaller bus, which means that you will be able to move right up to the front door to get out. The bigger buses, you're going to have to walk up 30, 35 steps. Hopefully that will get 30 of you to, or 20, 25 of you signed up earlier. So come by the registration desk, give me a little time to get it set up. But we have too many for the 2 big buses, so we got to add a smaller bus. So please help me out or we'll be in trouble at the Duke Mansion. Hall of Fame, there's no problem at the Duke Mansion.
Thanks, Dave. Like I said, the work that goes into all these conventions, especially by Denzel, works his butt off to get these tours going and everything, especially, you know, for here, for Nashville, not Nashville, for Concord. We've really had to work hard on a lot of these things, and there's the man that made it happen right there. So, so like I said, Lionel will be coming in a few minutes. I just want to say thank you again for having me as your president. I want you to thank this entire board, to my right and to my left. These guys, very special to you guys. Thank you all. President,
The meeting is over.
Thank you very much.